just gives you so much confidence. It's absolutely... Whoa. What was that? Oh no! Oh yeah, I've been black flagged. I've been black flagged. Well, it was worth it. Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome back to another video. You join me today with both the M140i and the Golf R here at a very windy Llandow Circuit in South Wales. I'm here today with the guys from AUTOID. I thought it would be rude not to bring both cars because whilst I've had both of these cars out on track on different occasions, I've never driven them back to back on track together, which is why we've got both of them here today, and I'm very, very excited. The ground is very wet. I've been out in the Golf R and the M140i this morning just to get a little bit of a feeler. This is very sketchy. That is a lot of fun. So I think what we'll do, seeing as the track is still wet, we'll head out in the Golf R, do that first, and then come in, swap around, and head out in the M140i. Now, if you guys watched the video where we had the KW Club Sport coilovers fitted on this, you'll know that it actually did come out for a little stint on track as well. It's so good. And actually since then, track has dried out a little bit, so we'll be able to have some fun. I mean, just look at all the leaves on the circuit here. Don't want to be slipping and sliding on them. This little bit here is really technical. You can just carry so much more corner speed, even in the wet. Well, it's decided to rain again, which is really not great. Tell you what, this car now it just gives you so much confidence. It's absolutely... Whoa. What was that? You can just throw it around, hurl abuse at it, and it just takes it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. You just can't get heat. Yeah, you just cannot get heat in the Cup 2s. Even still though, mid-corner you still do get quite a good bit of bite. Apart from this corner, it always slips out because it's off camber here. Spinning top end of third. Do you know, it's actually a really fun track as well. Anyway, I think we probably had, because it's an open pit lane today, so you can kind of go out for as long as you want. We've been out for about 10-15 minutes or so, and I think I'll start do a couple of cool down laps and then go and warm up the 140 and have a bit of fun in that as well. I must say, today's weather conditions and actually the track is definitely more suited to this car, especially because we just had another downpour as well. Really not too ideal, but it's just such good fun, such good fun. Hopefully we'll get a dry track day before the end of the season, till the rain properly comes in, so I can properly test everything out. But this car is just, it's an animal already, and we're probably like 30% of the way through this build. It's, yeah, I'm absolutely loving it, absolutely loving it. But I think what we'll do, we'll head over into the pits once we do a cool down lap or so, hop in the 140 and do the same again. But I imagine we'll be slipping and sliding around the place a lot more than what we've been doing in this one. Right, sun has come out again, which is good. Time for the slidey one. I don't know whether to go Sport Plus or DSC fully off. We'll start Sport Plus and go from there, I think. Yep, very slidey. Very, very slidey. Now, this car, compared to the Golf R, similar power, completely different other than that. So we've got obviously the ZF 8-speed semi-auto box in comparison to the Golf R being manual. We've also got rear-wheel drive as opposed to the all-wheel drive of the Golf R. They just feel so different. The Golf R is a lot more firmer, especially with the recent handling upgrades. The 140 does feel quite spongy, and that's one main criticism that the car gets, just in general. In fact, as we get around this corner, turn traction all the way off. That was probably a stupid idea, judging on how squirmy it is already, but we're here to have a good time, and a good time we will have. Oh dear, I love this car. I absolutely love it. And it's epic, I must say, to drive both like back to back. It's like a proper pinch yourself moment. In fact, when we were driving down here to Wales yesterday, I was in the Golf R purely so I could watch this car on the move, and honestly, it is absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. Whether you hate the car, whether you love the car, it doesn't matter to me. It's controversial, but I absolutely love this thing. Absolutely love it. It just puts a smile on my face every time I drive it. And it's the same with the Golf R, actually. Exactly the same with that. I'm just so lucky to be driving both of them back to back today. Brakes. This bit here is actually really fun. You can kind of mount the curb, get a little bit of airtime. A little Alpine. This thing's flying today. Hey! Oh yeah, I've been black flagged. I've been flashbacked. Oh dear. Well, it was worth it.
Such a show-off!
Note to self, don't drift. They will be angry. Sorry. Don't drift, don't drift, don't drift, don't drift, don't drift, don't drift. Good. Wasn't a drift. Gonna let the Swift Performance M2 pass. This thing is a proper thing. Look at this. You know what? It's actually it's a small track. It's a small track, but it's a fun one. Really fun. Even though it is really very, very wet today, it is still an epic little track, especially to have both cars out here back to back. It's surreal, actually, is what it is, being honest. It's surreal, really, really surreal. But I think I can feel my brakes getting a little bit too hot for my liking. So I think I'm just going to do a little cool down lap now and call it a day for this video. But epic fun as always. A massive thank you to AUTOID for putting on today here at Llandow Circuit in South Wales. Hopefully it won't be the last, and I'm sure it won't be. So yeah, wicked fun, and yeah, big thank you to those guys for sorting everything out. You can find all of their details linked in the description and down below. But for me today, that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Which one did you prefer, Golf R or the M140i? Tricky one, but anyway, yeah, let me know down below. But that's it for me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe for all the adventures still to come.